Hey everybody, what's going on? Um, Welcome back to another episode. Um, I'm been away for a minute. Just been going through some things as far as nothing bad like that. I had a graduation with my son. He graduated from middle school. I had like bridal showers and baby showers and just different things that I was involved in. I didn't really make the time to jump on here to make videos. Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, I did make one for a Sunday before I went to church. But however, I didn't end up posting it. Because I think the downloading time or whatever, and by the time it was like late in the evening, and I was just like, you know what, forget it. Don't even. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'll just do it another time. And I've been serving a lot more too in church, so my involvement in groups that I'm involved in and stuff like that, as well as serving. I then went back to the baby area, so now I'm back in the baby area. So I'm dealing with my little newborn babies, infants and things like that, that excites me. But anyways, um, I'm back. I just, of course. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you, if you've never done a YouTube video before, these things can be a bit much. I can really vouch for that, to be honest with you. And honestly, I'm not even at the point of doing edits and all that other stuff. So I could just imagine once I get fully acclimated with how to work and operate all of this stuff, because I'm still learning and everything. I don't have nobody really teaching me. My son said he's gonna do the edits and stuff like that, but I haven't really gotten with him about it yet. But however, I still come on here and try to make me a quick little video or something like that. And like I said, it's the summertime, things are going on. I'm getting invites to different occasions and things like that. And also, I'm getting more active in church. I've been active in church, but it's other little things that's coming up, like the summer Bible vacation for the kids and stuff like that. So they need volunteers and just different little things that I'm just involved in. And so, like I said, it takes up a lot, to do. And plus, I'm still, working 9 to 5 every day. And of course, I have my weekends free. So by the time when the weekends come, I'm chilling. Okay, all right. No, but anyways, I came on here today, because I felt like it's been a while. I haven't been on here in a minute. And also, I guess there's a couple of things I would like to talk about. And the first thing I want to say is that I did a fast, okay? And it was only for like 4 days, okay? Well, really, it's supposed to have been 3, but it ended up being 4, okay? And this is why. Because when I got to the end of 3, it was something else that came up in my heart. And I'm telling you, I prayed about it, and God dropped it in my heart, said, okay, I need you to give me another day. But however, it wasn't a full day. He just wanted me to sacrifice, okay, to see if I would sacrifice for him. This is the very first time that I've ever done a water fast where I just drank water, no food. Oh my goodness, okay? When I tell you, for 4 days, I didn't eat no food. Like, for 4 days. I know that may seem, a bit extreme. Maybe some people have done this, things like that. I mean, Jesus in the Bible, he went 40 days and 40 nights, no eating. I'm not sure if he even drank anything. It didn't say anything about it. And I mean, my goodness, when I tell you, you get so much clarity when you don't eat and you just drinking water, that's it. You can hear God so clearly. But I will say this, by day 2, when I say the enemy be on a prowl on the very next day, like you get through the first day, okay, you get some little grumblings or something like that going on, but by the time you get to that second day, I think the second day is the toughest day, at least for me. That's my opinion. Because you're dealing with so much temptation. You're trying to get in this rhythm of, no food, all prayer, no food, anytime I'm thinking about food, start to pray, and then you drink water, of course, and you make sure that you stay hydrated, because it's so easy to become dehydrated, because of course naturally your body goes into survival mode. So if you're not feeding it, it's going to start to live off of the fat that you already have on you, as well as the water supply that's in your body. So it's definitely so important to stay hydrated. And I'm talking about, you're going to drink way more water than you've ever drunk before. I'm not saying until your belly pop or anything like that, but consistently throughout the whole day, you want to continue to keep getting that water in you. Of course, during the course, I will say this much. I did have to end up getting like some Pedialyte, because I think one of the days my water intake, I just wasn't getting enough. And of course, I was starting to feel like different symptoms in my body, like as far as like, when you start to get the cramping and things like that in your joints and stuff. I was getting cramping going on, and that's of course a major sign of dehydration. So of course I needed something to give me like that boost, like now, so I did get a little boost with some Pedialyte. Yes, the baby stuff, the Pedialyte. And it helps. It worked like a charm. And then I just started staying on top of my water. And but by the time I got to the third one, I promise you, I can't talk and I can't edit, so you're getting the raw stuff, okay? By the time I got to day 3, okay, that was when I was supposed to have been done with it. But however, God said, hey, you praying about this thing, I'm going to need you to sacrifice one more day for me. When I promise you, I bust out crying. And all I said was, God, I'm hungry. But really, to be honest with you, I wasn't really hungry the way that I thought that I was. I wasn't. Really, I was not hungry. It's just because the thought of not having anything to eat, and we're so programmed to eat food every day, that it was like, okay, I'm ready, like I'm starting to build up the imagination for eating food, like seeing myself, what I'm going to eat. Now, this is the next part I'm going to discuss, a very important thing that I had to learn something. Even though I could have like went for something else to eat, but actually me giving God one more day, it was really refreshing to do it, to be honest with you, because by the time when day 3 came, I realized I started to get a boost of energy, and it just came out of nowhere. But I promise you, through the whole thing, and I'm talking about through the whole thing, even on the hardest of the hardest, on the second day for me, I would always keep saying, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, right? I just kept saying it. Like anytime I felt weak or felt weakness or anything of that nature, I just said, hey, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I said, God, I need your strength. I need you, Father, because I can't do this by myself. I'm totally leaning on you right now, and I need you right now. The enemy, I was casting the enemy out, casting down thoughts. You know, every time when a thought came up, casting it out. Every time another thought, casting it out. The enemy was talking about, yeah, see, you too weak. You can't do it. You know, like, oh, you a lie. You is a lie, and the truth is not in you at all, because it's all in that Bible. Okay, the truth is all in the Bible. So I was just having a time, okay? It was like Showdown in Motown up in my house, and nobody knew that I was doing this. Like nobody. Like my kids didn't know. My mom didn't know. Nobody knew. Because I didn't tell. Well, I did kind of make an announcement, like, for the next 3 days I'll be praying, and I think I might add fasting into it. And I think I told one of my accountability partners, I told her that, so that somebody would know what I was doing, okay? But during the course of it, I was praying, I was fasting, I was praying. Oh my goodness, when I say I was praying, okay? I was praying for other people. I was praying for myself. I was praying to God, giving him glory, giving him praise. Sometimes I'll just break out in praise and worship, okay? Because that's all I could do, on certain days. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was only 4 days, but on a day or something like that. But I will break out in worship and praise, okay? And just to sit in the presence of the Lord, where it's like you gain so much clarity from doing it. And mind you, this was my first time just strictly going without any food for 4 days, okay? Before, when I fasted, because of course I've fasted a lot of things. I've fasted technology, I've fasted social media, just all those different things that I find it like a struggle or a little challenge to let go of. I feel like that's more of a sacrifice versus eating food. I mean, to me, that was always like my thing in the past. But also, due to the fact that I had been through, treatments and stuff in the past with, the breast cancer and stuff that I pretty much explained before, it was like I was kind of, how you want to say it, just kind of being cautious about my health and things like that, because of course you want to make sure that you consult with your doctor or talk to someone, a healthcare professional, to make sure, when you're fasting, especially if you're going to fast food, not fast food, but you're fasting food. I know you got what I meant, but it was just the perfect timing. But anyways, and just knowing your tolerance level and what you can handle and what you can't handle and what you need to do for yourself. If you can't afford to fast with food, then I highly recommend don't do it, unless you want to go like maybe a couple of hours without eating, and then after a couple of hours go by, then go ahead and eat. Give yourself a certain time and stick to it, that I'm not going to eat until this time or whatever. And if you're usually used to eating 3 times a day or something like that, that's the American way, okay? Maybe you want to cut it down to just two meals, or 2 small meals, or 2, you know what I'm saying, like 2 small meals, cut out any sweets, whatever else you may have, and things like that. I mean, it's different things that you can fast from. People fast from coffee, people fast from sweets, people fast from sodas. Well, in certain states people say sodas, but here in Michigan we say pop. Okay, but anyways, so people fast from different things, and if they have, like, different habits and things like that, that's kind of hard for them to break, like for instance smoking or drinking or um and like I said, like beverages, carbonated beverages and things like that, and or sweets, pastries, all those different things. People tend to challenge themselves, by fasting that and giving that as an offering to the Lord and saying, hey, God, I'm giving this up for you for however many X amount of days, or, until this certain time during the day. And I'm not gonna, eat this, or I'm not gonna do that until, 6 p.m. or until 7. And then you give yourself like a little time slot in between, because of course you don't want to eat too late. So it's best to set it as late as possible when you're fasting. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just giving some ideas for people. You know what I'm gonna say, for people who really don't know how to fast. Honestly, I was always stuck to one way of doing it, and it was always fasting, technology, and social media, and I still do it. And also sweets. I would fast that. I would fast like sweets for like 30 days or something like that. And I would fast because I don't drink carbonated drinks, and I don't have like no vices that I need to fast or anything like that. So usually it's either social media, it's sweets, because oh my gosh, like I love cakes and cookies. Okay, anyways, don't judge. But and I fast, like if I do no food, I do it from a certain point. Like I'll start at midnight. Like I'll say, okay, no more food after 10 p.m. or after midnight. And I'm not going to eat until 7 p.m. the next day. So in the meantime, I'm fasting all these hours. And then after 7 p.m., I can go on ahead and eat. Then it starts again at 10. See, that's what I'm saying. Like you kind of got like a little small window. And most of the time, I used to like miss my window sometimes, because I would be so busy doing other things and stuff like that. And when I look at the time, I'm like, oh my God, I only got 20 minutes. Or I'll be like, oh my God, I missed it. And it'll be like 10 p.m. and I haven't even eaten, because and so guess what? I don't break my fast. I just say, oh, well, I guess I missed it. Gotta wait till the next day, till 7. And now that was a struggle for me, okay, at times. But doing this right here, like just straight, just no food, period, whatsoever. I'm talking about no food, none, no gum, no mint, nothing, no food for 4 days. I have to say, it felt so refreshing and rewarding at the same time. Once this was over, like once I had got to the finish line, and I ended my fast by saying my ending fast prayer to God and making sure, everything, was going according to, the way I started everything. I started it with prayer. I ended it with prayer before I actually indulged into eating some food. Well, however, I didn't know that you really supposed to take your time before you really start to eat certain things, because as you have not eaten and it's been a couple of days, your body has like kind of, because I was reading all this online, it has like restarted itself, or you did a restart or something. And it's so detrimental that you start real slow, because if you don't, I'm telling you what happened to me, and it was a lesson to be learned, because my eyes got bigger than my stomach, and I'm not gonna front about that. But it was like when I started eating, I didn't eat heavy. Now, mind you, I did not eat heavy. I caught myself, okay, I didn't cook, okay? I didn't cook because I needed to go grocery shopping. So I didn't cook, but I did go to Qdoba. That's a Mexican restaurant. I don't know about other states and what your restaurants are called and things like that. But here in Michigan, we have a Qdoba and we have a Chipotle. Most places have Chipotle. A lot of places don't have Qdoba, but they know about Qdoba. So anyways, I went to Qdoba. I got me a rice bowl, with my protein, my vegetables. I'm calling myself trying to be healthy. I'm like, okay, I'm going to break my fast with this. Now, I didn't eat the whole bowl. I just scraped out maybe a 3/4 of it. Ate that. Now, mind you, I was good. When I say I was so full of energy, to the highest, not off the food. I was full of just energy from God. He supplied me. Every time I kept saying I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I was like, God, I need your strength. I need your strength so that I can get through this. When I tell you, it was a supernatural strength that he was just downloading into me. Oh my goodness. I cannot make this up. Seriously. It was like a boost. It was better than coffee. It was better than anything that you can think of, or a 5-hour what is it, a 5-hour energy drink. Okay, I remember those were popping back in the day, the little red bottles or whatever, and it'll be a quick little shot of caffeine basically. I did probably drink those a couple of times years ago, but I don't mess with them energy drinks and all that stuff because that stuff is just not good for your health. Anything that gets your adrenaline just pumping like that and just craziness, it's enough. They make powders and stuff for workouts and stuff like that with I forgot what it's called, crenitine or whatever it is that's in it, and it's you must work out. Unless this stuff, it's going to feel like you got the itchies all over your body. It's going to feel like stuff just crawling through your skin if you don't do nothing about it, because it's something to make your adrenaline just start pumping and all the blood is just, you know what I'm saying? Look here, I'm not no medical professional, so I can't really call it by its medical terms. But however, I just know I don't like all of that, okay? So I don't do that. But however, I'm just giving an example of what I'm talking about, the boost of God's energy on you when you ask for it. You ask for it. And I was asking. I said, God, I'm coming to you. I'm asking. And I need this. And he gave it. When I tell you he supplied me, oh my goodness. And I felt so refreshed after this fast. But when I ate my Qdoba, it didn't happen right away. But I'm going to say it was probably about an hour or so kicked in. Y'all, I went to go take my shower, my routine shower or whatever. I'm in the shower. I felt like I was ready to pass out. I promise you. If you ever been in a hot shower where the steam and everything is going and you feel like you're about to pass out and everything. Well, I know I have had moments like that where my shower would be so hot and I've been in there so long to the point it drains you, right? I wasn't even in there that long. And it was I felt drained. And it didn't stop. When I got out of the shower, it was still there. And I had to sit down and regroup myself. Then when I read about it, it said something about if you eat certain things too quickly after a fast, when it gets into your bloodstream, it can start to spike your blood levels up, your blood sugar levels. And I believe it was from the carbs that was in the rice that made it go up. And it could have been the protein too as well. I'm not going to knock that and say it's not. And then it just could have been, the spices and all that other stuff. But however, y'all, I promise you, I felt much better when I wasn't eating versus when I did go to eat. And it was like, oh my God, what did I do? I probably should have never ate anything at all. That's how I felt after a while. Maybe I shouldn't have ate anything, because I was feeling my best when I hadn't had anything to eat. And now that I done ate something, it's like, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm about to pass out, But I didn't pass out. I just chilled out. And I let myself regroup and everything. But it does say, because when I went online and I looked it up again, it says that you might want to start out with like chicken broth and drink that. Start out slow. Like when they say start out slow, especially if you went a couple of days without eating. It is so highly recommended to really start out slow. It might be people out there that already knew this, but mind you, like I told you, I have never done a total food fast for, a couple of days before. I've never done this where I just didn't eat no food, just drunk all water. Never done that before, okay? So, because at some point, I was eating food, in that day somewhere. Or at the most, I might have skipped a day and a half, without eating. But besides that, I have never just went 4 days, complete days like that. To me, that was like a true sacrifice on my end. Like, I didn't realize it was such a sacrifice until I did it. And I really felt good. And once again, when I say I got so much clarity with God, oh my God, the things I prayed for, the things, just breakthroughs. I'm praying for breakthroughs. I'm praying for healing. I'm praying for futuristic things that I want to see come, in my future, as far as praying over my future, praying over my children's future, praying over my future spouse, praying over, just praying over everybody, the family, praying over my future family, my in-laws, whatever, just praying. When I say I brought out just everything, anything that I can think of, just praying, I was just praying, okay? And I was getting that word in me as well. I decided to read the Bible in a year. So I started that during that time. And I'm still currently in it. So right now I'm reading maybe 4 Bible scriptures a day. Not 4. I said 4 scriptures. 4 chapters. That's what I meant to say. I'm reading at least 4 chapters, a day. And I'm getting that in me and stuff like that because I'm trying to go through the Bible in a year. I started that. I'm trying to think what else. So after that, y'all, okay. I know it was like, what? Okay. When I say it's like you get vulnerable spiritually, it's like you're open to everything. So it's like you really got to do this with yourself, like your prayers. You're gonna really have to strengthen that because the enemy is gonna show enough try you. Okay, he already try us on a daily basis as it is, but when you're fasting and things like that, oh my goodness, it's like he really comes at you. But that's okay because you're more than a conqueror. You are victorious. You'll get beyond that because we already know that the enemy is not winning at all. We know we are already victorious. We already won according to Jesus' beating his behind down there in hell, and taking them keys and coming on up and resurrecting. The Father resurrected him. So therefore we already know. We know how all this is gonna be. I mean, we're just victorious. We're winners. We've won already. So the only thing that the enemy can do is just keep trying his same tactics, keep doing his same little sorry, dusty little, trying to get at you with the same crap, because he just keep recycling the same crap over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, he'll get a little creative with it, but it's the same tactics every time, because he's not creative at all. He tries to be creative, but it's still the same. And one thing about our Heavenly Father, he got our back. You know what I'm saying? He got our back. He gonna carry us through that thing. Just stay prayed up, read your scriptures, get them scriptures in you, stand strong, cast them demons out, cast the devil out when he get the chip chapping all in your ear, or just, even if you hearing thoughts and they are not of God, cancel them out immediately. Don't even play around with the devil. Cancel that stuff, because he will try to put crap into your mind to make you believe stuff that's not true. And especially during a time when you're fasting and things like that, you're kind of a little bit more open spiritually. And not only that, you're spiritually sensitive. You're more sensitive than normal. And not only that, but you're a little vulnerable. So with that being said, you really got to put on that armor. Have it all on. Have your head covered, your belt, your shield up, your sword in your hand, your shoes on your feet, your belt. You gotta be locked in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be locked in. You gotta have on the armor. Have on the armor of God. And it's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual armor that you put on, and that's the word of God. You dress yourself up in the word of God. Therefore, it's like a magnetic field. So when the enemy tries to throw darts at you, fiery darts by night and arrows in the day, you know what I'm saying? You just you popping them off, bing, 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 bing. No, I'm just kidding. But keeping it real though. I am keeping it real, but I'm just playing with all the extra. And I know, as y'all can tell, I'm extra anyways. That's just my personality. But anyways, so I guess I'm gonna wrap this up. I had a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. Honestly, it was multiple things that I wanted to talk about, but I didn't know what I really wanted to talk about. I just knew I wanted to get on here because I know it's been a minute and I haven't made no video. And I started seeing things pop up on my phone, like certain, I guess, comments that I made to, different other people's channels and things like that, and I'm starting to see people liking it. I'm like, okay, maybe I should go ahead and make a video, because I haven't been on here in a minute. I haven't been on YouTube. I haven't really been doing no social media and stuff like that. I kind of just took a break, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still taking a break, actually, but I'm just dropping in. So anyways, hold up, before I leave, I gotta do my little commercial. All right. Anyways, I came back with my confetti from Bath and Body Works. Look, this stuff is so good. Okay, this is, it smells delicious. That wasn't supposed to happen, but anyways, like I said before, I'm too smooth to be embarrassed. Okay. And this is my body butter. It's strawberry pound cake. Smell real good. Okay. And I got lemongrass. This some body butter as well, and it smells so good. And I put that on after all my showers, and I have to always keep reading up on that stuff because it goes so quickly. And I got strawberry soda. from Bath and Body Works as well. So anyways, that's all I had to say for today. And I'm gonna just go on that note, and I just want to tell you I love you, and God bless you and keep you. I pray shalom, shalom, peace, wholeness, nothing missing nor broken over you, your home, your family, and all your loved ones. And just know that God loves you, and so do I. All right, until next time. Bye.